And Malaysia's health ministry warns of a more aggressive COVID-19 virus mutation. We have a report coming in. Joining us live is Ruby Tinawin from Kuala Lumpur. Hello, Ruby.
Hello, Alma. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Good to see you.
Good to see you too. Yes, you're right when you say the health ministry here said that there's a very contagious mutation of coronavirus in Malaysia right now. The Health Director General, Dr. Nur Hisham Abdullah, said the medical researchers here have found a mutation of the coronavirus that causes COVID-19. He said during his daily COVID-19 briefing that the Institute of Medical Research has isolated and cultured the virus and discovered that case 26 has one mutation. The mutation is very contagious variant of SARS-CoV-2 and was responsible for infecting 120 individuals. Now, for the record, case 26 had traveled to Shanghai, China in mid-January before he started developing symptoms on February 27. Now, India reportedly discovered 10 different mutated strains on Tuesday. And in total, there are 30 mutations of the virus globally, with 3 main strains of the virus. Earlier on, researchers from the University of Cambridge, mapping the spread of the virus from the epicenter of Wuhan, China, discovered that it mutated into 3 distinct strains, A, B, C. A is the one that is present in Wuhan and also source of majority of U.S. infection. Strain B is the one that is caused the majority of infection in East Asia and in Wuhan as well. And strain C is actually daughter of B, source of majority of European infection. Now, over here in Malaysia, Dr. Noor Hisham said all the 3 strains have been detected. However, IMR established that most of the positive cases detected in the first wave and the early part of the second wave of the outbreak in the country were of strain B. He added the ministry is urging IMR for now to not only conduct tests, but to also study the virus by isolating and culture it in order to find out whether there is a different strain of virus present in the country. Meanwhile, the government has subsidized about 30% of salary payments for small and medium-sized enterprises during the movement control order to avoid retrenchment and to reduce the number of people retrenched. This was the statement made according to the Malaysian representative of the Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation Small and Medium Enterprise Forum, Mr. Neil Fu. He said many SMEs had received the aid under the government's Prihatin Rakyat Economic Stimulus Package, which was unveiled recently by the Prime Minister. In a statement at a special web conference organized by China-based World Chinese Economic Forum yesterday, Fu said that apart from wage subsidies, several measures such as the 6 months deferment in car and housing loan repayments have given some relief to the SMEs. He also added that if the MCO ends on May 12, SMEs will need another month to gear up to sustain their businesses, saying about 70% of SMEs in Malaysia operate their businesses with less than 3 months of cash flow. However, with the assistance provided by the government under the Prihatin package, Fu was optimistic that Malaysia's economic activities would pick up, particularly in the second half of the year. Now, this is interesting. A Singaporean think tank has predicted that Malaysia's COVID-19 outbreak will be fully contained by July this year. The Data-Driven Innovation Lab of Singapore University of Technology and Design predicted that the pandemic will be 97% contained in Malaysia by May 7th. It further predicted the figure will then increase by 99% in May 20 and with full containment on July 8. DDI said it used existing knowledge of historical pandemic process patterns and continuously accumulated data of the current pandemic making it possible to use a model-based and data-driven approach to objectively predict the end dates of COVID-19. It says the pandemic life cycle vary by countries, and different countries might be in different phases of life cycle at a specific point in time. DDI came up with this prediction by studying the underlying dynamics like population growth, diffusion of new technologies, and infectious diseases, while using established mathematical models, including the logistic models that describe a general cycle phenomenon and the SIR model that describes the spread of infectious diseases. Based on its study, Qatar will be the last country to get rid of COVID-19 on February 21st, 2021. Now, China, the country of origin for COVID-19, is predicted to fully rid itself of the virus on April 9th. Now, what about other countries? Vietnam was projected to get rid of the virus in May, Australia and Thailand in June, Philippines, Malaysia, Singapore in July, Indonesia and Italy in August, US in September, Iran in October. As of today, 1,990,785 are infected worldwide, out of which 3% are serious or in critical condition. And I guess the question is, when can we start putting the COVID-19 genie back in the bottle? Alma?
All right. Thank you very much, Ruby, for all that update. We'll see you tomorrow for more. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Alma. Reporting live from Malaysia, this is Ruby Tinawin. We live in interesting times.